31st of August. I feel like this is loud, and I probably don't need to get rid of it. No. Okay. Sorry. I should check that. I always forget to think about sound because I don't have a microphone or anything. I'm gonna close the window too. Alright. So basically, it's gonna be a calm down, stretching stream. My sleep schedule has been so messed up. I don't know if I said that earlier, because I think it's been, or maybe I think it started on Thursday, where basically, I think I had too much screen time. When you're staring at your phone too much right before you go to sleep, and then I just stayed up. I ended up staying up till no joke, 5 a.m. Because I normally go to bed around 2 a.m. I start calming down, putting everything away at about 1 at the latest, and it takes me an hour to just kind of actually settle in and really look, when I do fall asleep, I'm not leading up to it. But yeah, I've been using my phone, so I look up, it's 5 a.m. and I'm like, shoot. And for me, thankfully, I don't really have anything super early, so I can sleep in on, according to, the traditional routine. Oh my gosh. In America. But it's been like that now since Thursday. So last night I took a little bit more of my medication so that I could fall asleep faster. And yeah, now I just feel like I overslept, and I feel like because I feel like I overslept and I was rushing to get ready. I try to move at the same pace I usually move, right? Because it's just I have kind of a set. We've talked about it. I'm not going to get into it again. But basically, I was going through my routine. Obviously, because I'm running late, I look up and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm running late, but it didn't register until maybe 15 minutes before I needed to go. I'm walking my dog, coming back up in literally about 15-minute window, and then some person who may or may not ever see this stream, some person pulls up in their car as I'm walking, so I can't even keep walking because he's literally blocking the road. The only other thing I can do is completely turn around, which is it's very rude, and I had just started walking, right? So I'm just I think he's completely oblivious to the fact that he's just completely held up and blocked my ability to move forward. And I guess a chance to say a compliment. I don't know, but rethink that one. Not a very comfortable situation you put me in there. The only other option was to be a complete asshole, and then you turned it into a very controlled, uncomfortable situation, and that's the first impression is probably not a good idea. And that's just for somebody. So yeah, then I'm coming back in and I'm trying to rush and get ready. I brought my chip, y'all. So normally, like I said, I do the same thing. We worked on the routine. This is my chip cup, and I got it in Japan. It's real porcelain, I guess. I don't know. Porcelain's not really expensive, but it's really good quality because I kid you not, I've actually legitimately dropped it, and I was gonna cry. And I looked down, and it's solid. So I'm grateful. And if you want to buy this, you have to go to Japan, or you have to have somebody in Japan send it, because that's the only Disneyland it's made at. Each Disneyland, all the Disneylands have different stuff. So if you can't get it in Germany, for example, I don't know if Germany has a Disneyland. You can't get it in Paris, right? Then you can maybe find it in Washington or in California. Or if you can't get in California, right, you can get it in Florida, right? every single one has different stuff. So I just so happen to love Beauty and the Beast. Like, I don't know why. I can relate to a lot of the Disney's movies that I've seen. I think I've told you guys, like, I don't wanna watch Disney movies because I want to watch them with my kids, and I want it to be like both of us being like, look at this, like, oh my gosh, so we can see how our reactions, like, you know, either match or don't match, you know, or just have something to talk about, right? Like, if it's new to both of us versus to me being like, I remember when you know, that's like a disconnect. So yeah, I feel like the ones that I have seen, Beauty and the Beast is just one that I liked. I think it's because there's not a lot of romance in that. Now that I'm like looking back and just like analyzing my thoughts then and how it makes me feel now, it's like there was tension the whole movie. It wasn't like, I love you, I'm looking for you. Like, it was like neither one of them were even like, you know, whatever. He was like, I don't want to deal with this like situation, like try to rope someone in, and she was just there to, you know, she got kidnapped, you know, whatever. But yeah, then it ended up being something. I guess he did, yeah. I think he truly fell in love. Right? First he was just like trying to force himself on her. And she wasn't interested in him. But this guy right here, this guy stole the show. I honestly, like, 11 on the clock, I do not think you can comprehend how happy this cup makes me. Like I actually, the only reason why I know you can only get them in Japan is because when I dropped it, my life flashed before my eyes. And then my first reaction was, oh, I can just get one online. And then, because, you know, it didn't break anyway, but I was just like, you know, just to get rid of that, like, feeling. And I could only find one, I think it was like $57 on eBay, not including shipping, because it was coming from Japan. And this in Japan, I think it was like maybe $20. Like, that would be pretty expensive, I feel. No, I mean, yeah, it was probably like $20. It was probably like $20, which is good, I feel like. I'll show you I you guys probably don't care, but thinking about this cup has actually helped me to calm down, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. Oh, I'm gonna do a lot of hip stretches today. My hips have been, like, so because my sleep schedule's messed up, it's usually because, like I said, I'm like in the bed because it's nighttime, there's something else to do. So I'm in the bed looking at my phone. Never. I just need to work on my hips more. I need to work on my hips more. Zoe's still kind of sick. Got carried away on how much I love my chip cup. That's crazy. Oh, like, this hurts right now. Like, you're probably wondering, like, why am I still, like, not really moved into other stretches? Because, like, this is literally tight. Like, I've been trying to, I'll show you in a minute, but I've been trying to, like, lay on my stomach and lift my knee, like, just get it into this position while laying on my stomach. And it hurts. It hurts so much. And I don't know what I did. I don't know if it's riding the bike and, like, my hips are, like, getting tight again. Because I didn't ride my bike for, like, 3 days. No, that's not true. I rode my bike on Friday. I don't know, man. Oh, this hurts. This actually hurts. This might be it, y'all. This might be the stretch of the day. Like, it's so tight right here. All of this is just, it feels like it's locked. Like, I feel like I can't even relax it yet because it's that, You know, like how I tell you to like hold on to it for a minute and then you'll release into it? This is by far taking the longest for me to release and also causing pain. You know? Like it's not even like getting comfortable, it's like, ah. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I think I've been laying on my left side too much as well. Because my nightstand is right there. And, you know, obviously before bed, like I grab like water or like I put my phone up there or something like that. So I tend to just like stay on that side. And it's just like the natural way to lean because the other side I would just be going into the middle of the bed. And I don't like sitting in the middle of the bed because then that means that I don't have a nightstand next to me. No, I don't know. Maybe that's why my sleep schedule's messed up. Maybe I shouldn't have a nightstand in that way. Because I also have books there. And like, yeah, I have a lot of stuff there. I am going to be moving, y'all. I don't know when, but it's definitely happening before I die. No, it's definitely happening. I would say before January for sure. As I just don't want to be in the state for winter. You know what I mean? Which means, I don't know, I might end up doing some road trip stuff. I don't want to get stuck in the snow in any way, is basically what I'm trying to do. So it's like, if I move somewhere where it gets cold faster or sooner, then it's already going to be like in the snowy season in the next like month or two, and I don't have things here in the state like patched up enough to move that fast. But if I stay here until things get patched up, it will for sure be super snowy, you know. I just don't want to be here for the winter. I want to be somewhere, like, that's the thing that I never understand about the world. Maybe I'm the only one that truly wants to do it. I don't know how it works, but it's like you are an adult and you have the ability to live wherever you want, you know? Like literally, you can live wherever you want. And it's like if I'm gonna restart, I'm certainly gonna go somewhere that I don't feel like I could be sad anyway, you know? Like you go somewhere up to like an island and like everything is just like crystal blue waters and sand. You're not gonna be like, oh, my life is so hard. You're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna go to the beach. You know, like, I'm gonna be fine if I just sit here where I live today. That's why I like, I don't mind staying in Washington when it's warm. It's really pretty. But I'm just not a fan of snow. Like, I don't hate it. I do like to snowboard and stuff, but just like, yeah, but everything that comes with snow, like having to wear like really thick clothes and like getting like wet and soggy, like I don't know. I don't know. Even just thinking about it is like, oh, so many memories of snow that are not good. Ice, right? People, you can't drive now. You have to like shovel it all the time, like put salt down, like, oh, it's the worst. So yeah, I don't want to have to deal with that. Also, like, if I do end up driving, which I probably will, because Zoe and planes don't seem to mix at this age, I don't want to have to drive through the snow. That would suck. Oh! This is no new. I'm gonna put some music on. I feel like it's definitely too quiet. I feel like I do that every time around this time. I pop my gums and then I'm like, let's stop listening to me. Only problem is I don't know where it goes. little bee. Her eye is like it's getting a little better. Hold up, I need my glasses. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get my glasses and wipe them down because they had fingerprints all over them. Okay, so I'm going to put some music on, like I said, and then I will just be stretching. Basically going to be doing hips today because, like I said, my hips are super tight. No offense to anybody there. It's a little, see, every time I want like a low, like slow vibe, I get like California chill, deep house. See, okay, literally this is the opposite of what happened last time. I was like, I want to find upbeat music, and then it was just all slow music, and now I want slow music, and it's all ocean sounds. That'd be nice if it was just me, but I think since I like this. So it says that it's deep focus and efficiency. That's the ultimate work music. I think when I read this title and what I feel from this song is, and like I said, it's a combination of both, is it gives me the idea of grounding. Like when I'm focused, I'm really like zeroing in, so like really like, you know, like planting into something, like putting a lot of like weight or effort into something, which to me is like a gravity like pulling you in kind of feeling. So I'm gonna listen to this while I go, because that's what I called this one today. Calm down. Right? I don't even know. That was what I was gonna call it. So if you're watching the live and it's not that, come barging in here. Okay. This should be good too. I can't lift you if you won't let me. Oh, you know what? So this is something that really helps with opening your hips if you're like me and they're tight. But you want to hold the butterfly pose for longer. So the higher the block, the more range you have, or less resistance. So my legs are like this. I'm gonna go like this so you can see I'm on the block. My legs are still in the same position, but I'm sitting on the block now, and this is helping you because now you are more in alignment with where your legs would be if you were laying flat versus to kind of leaning, right? So if I'm doing this without the block, right here, you see how I'm kind of leaning and I have to really like hold onto my legs. And I don't know if you can see the difference, but I'm kind of sitting more on my tailbone, or like the back of my tailbone, whereas and I'm up here, pulling my legs in. Now I'm sitting like straight up and down, like I get like, I don't know everyone's anatomy, but I can feel like my spine and everything going straight down. I'm not leaning anyway, not forward, not to the side or anything. My legs are right over, like my heels are pretty much as close as they can get for me. They're way closer right now. And I don't need to grab onto my legs to hold it. So it's still giving me that stretch, but it's helping me with the form. And since my hips are this tight right now, this is what I'm going to do. You do not have to do it this way. This is like basically a modification. And for some people, this could even be like a really like a stool or something. Like if you really can't like even get your knees out at all, just start with trying to sit and pull your legs in. And now slowly open them. But yeah, like this just feels a lot more aligned. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It feels like this will get me better results faster. If that makes sense. Because the other one, I still have to then practice the form. Like, it's not going to just already be there. Whereas this one, it's like, once I get the range, I also have the form. That's kind of how I should be doing it in handstands, but I can't figure it out. Like I either am holding a really nice shape, but I'm like up against the wall, or I'm staying up for a really long time, but I look like a needle. I don't know. Okay. So I like this one for a while. Put the block back. I'll probably end up using it again for something. But now I'm going to do these ones. Actually, that's a mobility, huh? I want to do these ones actually. So just lifting. Right? I don't have the hip flexors to actually lift. So no, I don't have enough range to do that one either. So I'm just gonna lay forward. I'm in the Z sit. Try and pull your foot completely parallel. If you like, I don't think you can see my foot, but it's completely parallel. This one should also be parallel. And then I'm gonna lay it down this way. And I'll probably pull up, yeah, just to bring the out, so I'm holding the right form rather than getting as loose as
I'm attempting to go all the way back, but now this looks really tight too. I'll hold it there for a second. It literally feels like it could pop it, make a popping sound, which could either be good or bad. You know, so I'm just gonna like chill here for a second. Let like things loosen up a little bit. Okay, so again, line up your legs. I'm trying to get my foot flexed, but I'm also paying attention to
where it's lined up.
so my foot, the bottom of my foot should be aligned with my shin. But I should be able to get my leg back further than it is. I'm just not as flexible. What's a good modification for this one? Canvas enough? Is this helpful? No. No, it's not. I need to figure out a modification.
Oh, you know what the modification is for this one?
It's this. Oh.
Modification for this one is like you can get like a bed or like obviously a couch. Come this way and press like into your shin this way. Which I'm doing right now, I guess, because I'm right here. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see my foot? this, which I could like come down further, but then my knee would be hanging a little. Ah! Hey, this actually feels pretty good. Look, I just discovered a stretch. Okay. If you can't see what I'm doing, I just basically tried to get my shin parallel to the couch like I did on the ground. And the back leg is in the same position. But this is about as far as I can go to only feel it in my right leg, which was the goal. Because I couldn't feel it in my right leg at all because I was trying to lean it over just to hold it because this hip was tight. But I need to pull this side first, if that makes sense. And it feels really nice. I can feel it all the way down my left cheek. And like, I don't know how else to say it. It's like right here. It's a pretty wide range too. It's about the like width of my hand. It's not just like a little area. I could stay like this forever. Oh my gosh, this feels so nice. I know it's kind of boring because you can't like see what I'm doing, and also I'm just being really quiet. But that's because I felt like all the tension, like I'm not trying to show my butt on camera, but all the tension from like here all the way up through here just got like literally like it. You know if you've ever seen like taffy being made and they're mixing it and then like they pull it apart? It's like that's what it felt like it was happening right here. Like, oh, it feels so nice. I hope that's what it feels like on this side. Here's hoping. So if you didn't see me get into it on my right side, I'm going to do it on the left side. And I started standing up. I just made this up for myself. I mean, I'm sure it's already a thing, but my goal is to specifically work my way all the way down into a Z-sit and not just that be the stretching itself. So that's the goal. You're trying to be able to lower down into the Z-sit, not just lunge, if that makes sense. So I'm lining up my left shin with the bottom of the couch. So I can put that back there. So this is what, like my knee, I feel like my knee is up so high you can't really see what this part is. My leg, this is where my foot is, right here, okay? So it's just straight across, parallel to the couch. And then I was standing up until, yeah. So this side is a lot, damn, this side is not as tight. Dang, that means my right side is so much tighter. Because I couldn't, you saw the beginning of my right side, I couldn't even really come down from standing for a minute. That's why it felt so nice. Because that side is messed up. That side does need attention. I thought that was just like a stretch that was like, you know, remarkable or something. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but like, clearly there's something wrong with my right side. Either way, my goal is to completely line up my shin with this couch so it's completely parallel or perpendicular to my center. And then my
my other knee is parallel with the heel of the opposite leg. So that when I eventually move down lower, which I am trying to move like this way, eventually try to move down lower into a full, I don't want to call it a Z-sit because I feel like the Z-sit is like more diagonal. But the only other word I can think of it is like the Indian version of, the Indian one. You won't see it on Twitch because I'm pretty sure you can get it. But it's a symbol that is a hateful symbol, and it is only accepted in India and other countries because they don't understand the context that it's perceived in other parts of the world. Obviously, there are hateful people out there that use hurtful reasons, but you understand what I'm saying. So that's the idea of the shape. It's not a Z. You actually want to make your legs completely perpendicular. Leaning a little too much when I go down all the way to my elbows. I'd rather chill with here. Lunge. You're not putting your leg up and lunging. You're putting your knee and all the way through from your knee, through your shin up to your heel onto the couch. And that's parallel, wherever you're using it. It's parallel. You line your knee up with your heel of your opposite foot. There will no longer be commercials because I caved and bought YouTube Premium. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm never going back. Only because you have no choice. Anyways, no more commercials. I'm gonna go ahead and try to be a little bit more nice. I do like this music room. Okay, so this is basically like Frog. That's going to be the straight leg modification. Because Frog itself is 2 legs, basically, you guys know what it seems like, 2 legs out like this. But if you're not ready for that, like I'm not ready for all that, then you can just do 1 leg at a time to kind of ease 1 hip at a time. But you do need to do the same amount on each side. So just now, like, I felt the difference between my right side and my left side for that stretch. And now I know I need to work on my right side a little bit more, but I can't not do it on my left side. So this is going to be an assisted version. I'm going to just make some
want to accomplish?
But I don't know how to get there yet.
Alright. Actually, I'm stretching out my torso right now, so if it looks like I'm not stretching, think about pulling your hips away from your shoulders. And then your belly button away from your traps. Hopefully that makes sense. It's very subtle, but you can feel it through your back and through your torso. And your shoulders, hopefully. Like you're not pushing into the ground, you're stretching like here and then here and then here. Maybe like if you swim underwater like a fish. Oh wait, fish like a dolphin. I am going to stretch out my shoulders since I'm already down here.
This is also helpful in my hips.
Oh my goodness, it feels so nice. Okay, I'm doing a
Cobra. Baby cobra and then a full cobra.
I'm trying to go in a full circle and my left side is way more tight for this one.
Why is everything so uneven on my body? This one makes my left hip really like, right when I get to like right here, I can feel it like all the way down to my knee. It feels nice though, not gonna lie. It's like, yeah, you're gonna give me attention. Okay, this is definitely what I'm gonna have to come back to for mobility one day because I'm not supposed to just be moving around like this, but if you're interested, it feels really nice for me.
I'm just trying to do this sit between my legs, which is harder for me. Like, I couldn't do this when I first started streaming this kind of content, so yeah. Just pay attention to that. If this is easy for you, you can try and lay back all the way. Oh my goodness. I wish I was flexible enough to do like this from that, but my knees would not let me do that. My knees aren't flexible.
Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna do this one. So just pick a leg. I'll do my left leg, my right hip first, so you can see. And then when I do the left side, you probably won't be able to see it very well, but at least you'll know what to do.
My hair is probably messed up now.
I put the hood on, and I was like, once the hood's on, I'm not gonna be able to take it off. Without getting hair. Alright, so if you are already flexible enough, see it like this way. If you're already flexible enough to put your hip completely flat when you do this, then that's good. You can press into that more, and then you can also lift your heel in the back. See, I had to use my hand to support, but also not only do I have to use my hand to support right now, my hip's actually completely turned, and there's like a big gap in between this area. So in order for me to be able to lay completely flat, I have to bring the ground up to me in some way, right? So using the block.
I'm going to make sure that my hips are completely aligned to the ground.
Let me do that first, actually.
Check that your hip is completely flat on the ground, right? So for me,
It's like right here.
I think this block might be too high for me. Let's see. No, that works.
Okay, yeah, that's working. So again, this might look like counterproductive, where you're like, how am I stretching if I'm actually bringing my leg up more rather than down more into the ground. But the reason why is because you are pushing down more when your knee is actually up, your hip can stay straight. And when your hip is staying straight, the alignment is is allowing you to get more range. And right, like I said before, like you might have the ability to like you might have the ability to like lay your hip flat, but you're still gonna have bad form. And then right, so then you have to work on your form. So if you just start this way, you're working on your form. I could be putting this in a better spot, but yeah, so you're working on your form. My hips are straight. Honestly, I feel like I could use a lower block, but yeah, because I feel like this block is kind of pulling my hip up more than allowing me to like rest into. The idea is that your knee is hitting the ground first. Your knee is what's driving into the ground, rather than like I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah.
Your knee needs to be like the center point of balance on the leg that you're putting out. I'm gonna see if I can use a smaller block. Okay, this is the smaller block. I'll do it on this leg so you can see it here. Okay, so I'm taking the block. This might be harder because it's a smaller block. But now that I've brought my alignment where it needs to go, right? Like, I'm lucky because I have these lines. I can kind of already tell what's straight and what's not. But that's what I need to look for. I need to look for the alignment between what's in front of me and what's on the side of me. If that's the case, then I know that my hips are square because I'm in between. And then allow your body to relax around that shape, driving your knee into the ground rather than trying to press your hips into the ground for this one. I mean, you do press through your hips, but don't. Yeah, just try and relax into it. Your knee will start to focus more on your knee than your hips if your hips feel really tight. Back. Again, if you're really flexible and you want to try something else, you can pull your foot up, and that'll give you more stretch in the center. So lifting, if you can do this without holding your hand, alright, that's another way. And once your hips feel loose enough, move the block, come down here. But again, focus on the alignment, not the range. Once the alignment is there and you can sit comfortably in the alignment, you will already have the range. But if you just work on the range, you'll still have to work on the alignment. Okay, I only have 4 minutes left, and I feel like I didn't really do any of the stretches I normally do because I was like so focused on hips. But I do feel like the hip stretches I just did today were really effective. And there are stretches that I honestly would hold for 20 minutes on each side. Like that's how nice those felt. So I really hope you understand that when you are seeing this stream, if you're watching it live, or if you watch this later, like I honestly feel like if you have any sort of hip, anything, every single thing I just did, you're gonna fall in love with. And if you really do have tight hips, I used modifications the whole time. So don't give me that, oh, this is going to be for people that are already flexible. Like, no, the way I do Sunday stretching, the way I started stretching on stream is all about holding it until you feel comfortable and not moving on for any other reason. It's literally about listening to your body and giving your body a chance to, take in what you're doing. And when you notice, like you saw, I was like, holy crap, like my right side was having a completely different reaction than the left side. And that's probably not something I would notice if I was just passing through the stretch for 30 seconds each. Like I would have been like, ooh, this side's tight, and I'd be like, ooh, this side's tight, because I didn't allow my right side to really express how much it was hurting, right? Like I had to just kind of sit there, and I was like, oh my gosh, and then giving myself the chance to actually stretching it instead of just acknowledging it and moving on. That is where the actual repair happens, right? It's a communication between your body, your cells, and your mind. Like it's just giving you a chance to say, okay, I feel you. And you like scratching an itch, right? If you have an itch right here and you just ignore it, like, yeah, you're not gonna have to scratch yourself. Doesn't mean you're not gonna feel it. Like now you know it's there. You can just easily make it go away. So that's kind of what this stretch in particular felt like. I can still feel it right now, honestly. And I kind of want to do it more, but I feel like I'm so zinned out now. Like I'm trying to work myself up again because I feel like I was falling asleep on stream. Like that's how good those stretches feel. So please don't doubt me. I truly feel like the only way this would make your hips feel good is if you like didn't use the modifications, or you like have like ballerina hips or something, in which case you'll be like, oh, that was too easy, right? But otherwise I feel like if you sit in a chair, which most people do, if you sleep funny, which most people do, if you just don't stretch at all, which is most people do, you don't have to do anything. Those are really good TV stretches as well. So I'm going to probably change the title to something more hip focused. If you're watching this right now and you're going to look up the title, it's not what it is completely in the live stream. I will change the title as soon as I stop streaming. I think maybe I can do it now. Can I do it now? I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'll change it when the stream is over, and it'll be something about hips. Or maybe I'll just put hips in parentheses, and then that way you'll know, because it ended up being very hip heavy, and I feel like all of the ones that I did were new, like pretty much all of them, not the ones in the very beginning, but pretty much all of them, as far as like holding them in a certain way and using a specific strategy. So yeah. I still haven't eaten or anything.
Sporadic morning. Radio.
It's 12 o'clock here, August 31st, 2025. And I am going to be signing off for the day. I hope you've had a good start to your week. And if I don't see you tomorrow for Mobility Monday, I will also be here on Thursday for Body Thinks Thursday. And yeah, that's all. Thank you for being here.